There's one thing you absolutely have to have in order to scale your high ticket program to $1 million. Now, it's not your ads, it's not your scripts, it's not your funnels. You need all of that. But without this one thing, none of those things matter. And that one thing I'm talking about is your offer. Now, let me explain. A long time ago, I asked a buddy of mine that was doing 7 figures monthly in his program, what is it that you do different? How do you make so many sales? He's like, Wes, it's actually pretty simple. I find the people that really need what I do, and I give them an offer that's really hard to refuse. It sounds really simple, but it works. He's like, if I put myself in my customer's shoes and I think to myself, okay, I really need this, then what would be the offer that would be really hard for me to say no to? And then I took that and I created an offer from it. Sounds really simple, right? But it makes a lot of sense. So he gave me 3 specific things that you need to do in order to make your offer so compelling and so attractive that it's hard to say no to. I'm going to share those things with you today. So the first thing he told me was you have to solve a very big problem that's also very specific. So like if I can save your business $10 million, is it worth you paying me $100,000, $500,000, $1 million? Right? It's absolutely worth it because this is a big problem that's costing you $10 million a year inside of your business. The other thing is, how aware are those people of their problem? If you can find people that are actually already very aware of their problem, it's going to be easier to sell those people than the people you have to convince that they have a problem. Not that they're not worth going after, but if you want an attractive offer, an offer that can be very attractive, they're already aware of the problem and you're coming in with a really viable solution, it's going to be very easy to sell at that point. So number 2 is you have to have a unique approach or unique mechanism, as Todd Brown would say, to solving their problem. If you have a very specific way, a different way of solving their problem than everybody else, then you're going to be a lot more attractive. Now, here's the thing though. You don't actually have to have a new way of solving the problem. Your way of solving the problem could be just like your competitors. But if you put a spin on it and you essentially name or brand that thing, that system or that approach that you have, it comes across a lot more attractive because now it feels like it's something new that they haven't tried before that can get them a result that they haven't had before. So let me give you an example of this. So GM, car company, comes out a long time ago with this new system called the StabiliTrak. Again, the StabiliTrak is basically a new way, a way more effective way of keeping your car on the road and not slipping off, right? So make sure that you don't slip as you're driving. So what is StabiliTrak? It's traction control, right? Every car nowadays has traction control, but why is StabiliTrak so special? Because they put it into a new brand. They put it into a unique approach, right? A unique mechanism, even though it's still the same thing. And so because it's in this unique approach or unique mechanism, unique system, now it works so much better than all of the other traction control systems that are out there. Right? But because again, they called it that, they branded it, it seems a lot better and bigger than it actually is, and people will trust it a lot more. All right, and the last tip that he gave me was the price. Your price tells a lot about you and your company. So depending on the clients that you're trying to attract, your price is going to make or break whether or not they move forward. This works in a lot of different ways. Some people think that, okay, I'll just undercut my competition, I'll sell it for less, and that means I'm going to get more sales. No, that's not actually the case. Depending on the service, say it's that service that you offer is typically $30,000 and you're coming in at $15,000, you're probably not going to get more sales. You're probably going to get less sales because if people know what this is usually offered for, they're not going to trust you as much. So if you have a high standard, if you can get better results than anybody else, shouldn't you have that same exact standard within your price, right? So shouldn't your price reflect the standard in which you are? And so the fact that you know that you charge more because you can get better results, well, that confidence will go into all different parts of your program. Everything from your sales, your marketing, and your fulfillment, which means that you will end up getting better results for those people than anybody else. So make sure that you're priced accordingly. Look at your competition and what they're doing, but don't feel the need to actually go less than them. Do whatever your value actually is, price whatever your value actually is to get them the proper result, and know that people who are expecting to invest more will not trust you if your investment is actually too low. Okay, that's different than what you probably hear most people talk about, because it's the psychology behind people who make bigger investments. They actually look for your investment to be bigger so that they feel like they're going to get a better result. All right, guys, so those are the tips to taking your offer to the next level. Now, comment below and let me know, what do you do that differentiates your offer from your competition? But as always, I hope you enjoyed this. Subscribe for more if you enjoyed this type of content. I'll see you all in the next video.